Hello, this is Dan from About That Life in Japan. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Can't make any excuses. Japan is super popular right now. The weather's great. We just had a wonderful cherry blossom season. It's just been awesome. Tons of visitors from all over and unfortunately the yen is crap for me. The US dollar is too strong. I can't afford to buy anything in America now. I can't afford an airplane ticket to America now. But it's great for tourists because there are tons of people all over Japan. I say people meaning other than Japanese people. There are tons of tourists all over Japan, and it's just been pretty interesting. It's been very nice actually, especially after the COVID. It's been real nice to see so many different people coming and enjoying the country. But again, yes, I have not made any videos. Not to say I haven't been filming. I've been filming quite a bit, to be honest with you. I've traveled a lot over there. I always travel around Japan. We've been to a couple of interesting places, but I just haven't posted any videos, which is unfortunate because I've tried some incredible foods, stuff that I've never tried before in Ishikawa. Noto is the area where they had the big earthquake, and that was unfortunate. Actually, I visited there in I think it was November of last year, November of last year. Also, my second time first time to Karuizawa, my second time to Kenroku Park. That was pretty cool. Kenroku was really nice. I tried some pretty interesting food, some things I never touched before. I'm not a huge Japanese cuisine eater, which is nuts because I've been here for over 20 years and I just don't do raw. But beyond that, I've enjoyed a life in Japan. Yeah, about that life, just chilling, enjoying it. I'm hoping this will also give me a little more incentive to post more about what I'm doing. I have added to my 3D printing arsenal. I'm really enjoying the 3D printing and enjoying 3D prints. The business seems to, it's much more viable now that I've, gotten a little more experience under my belt, and actually enjoying a whole bunch more, not just the actual 3D printing, but also the CAD, and actually designing my own things, and not just car things. I've been doing car stuff for so long. It seemed that I expected the 3D printing to kind of help, boost my car work, but it's really been the opposite. I've got friends in the car business and I've done some things, but I've had more fun printing hobby things. I mean, hobby anime and Gundam, mecha related, and also traditional things. I've printed some pretty cool samurai things. I say samurai for me. I love that part of the Japanese culture. You're pretty much limited only by, yes, it takes money, and it takes time. It takes a substantial amount of time depending upon the size of the object. But you're pretty much only limited by your imagination because, I mean, people are printing homes and houses. I've been doing more research in aerospace and NASA. Most of the things, because they're not going to use 20 or 30, these things are not getting mass produced. These are one-off objects that are being made to go into space. These are one-off objects that are being made for astronauts to survive in some pretty seriously harsh environments. So, but with these ideas, these thoughts being manifest into something that you can actually make, use, and help these people survive in some pretty serious, pretty tough environments. It's just amazing, and it's all due to 3D printing. Not all of it, of course. A large portion of things are actually being produced by some pretty big manufacturers. But a lot of these ideas are starting from sketches on paper, used to, right? Something on a computer, an idea that's being pulled from a 2D image or maybe a sketch, 2D sketch or image or something that was on a computer screen, and it's being created. And oftentimes a 3D printer is one of the fastest ways to get it from paper to product. And that's, really, it just blows my mind. I wish I'd had I wish I'd had a 3D printer when I was a kid. I would have never left home. Or when I did leave home, it would have been to take whatever I made to the park to show off. Because that's pretty much all I want to do now. And it's weird because I'll make all these different things. I'll print all these different things. I'll sell whatever I sell. But it's still a joy to have this thing that was on my computer screen sitting on my desk a couple hours later. If I'm lucky, a couple hours later, sometimes a couple of days later, because I've been printing some pretty big stuff and it's been very fun. As an example, a lot of the times you're thinking of maybe like, I like Gundam, and if anyone likes Gundam or Armored Core is another mech, I like these things. And their sizes are pretty limited. The manufacturers make certain sizes of these model kits, which is okay. I mean, for most people, you're satisfied. You have whatever they create, right? But with 3D printing and with 3D scanning and with, of course, the right software, you can create these mechs in whatever scale you want. So the manufacturers are making these at pretty, fair size, 10, 14, 10 to 20 centimeters. That's generally the size of these, models. But with a 3D printer, I've made some pretty large scale mechs. Simply, I've made a 1/24th scale mech that will carry my 1/24th scale figure, the Hexagear figure. And it's really pretty awesome. I mean, it's like being a kid again, I already feel like a kid, but now I'm really being a kid again. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. Yeah, I got my Lotus up to 100,000 kilometers. I think when I bought it, it was at 30,000 or something, 30 or 40,000. But anyway, I'm at 999. I'm like 100 kilometers away from 100,000 kilometers. So I think that's pretty cool. This is the first car I've ever driven to 100,000 kilometers. Again, excuse me for being inconsistent, but I'm hoping to pick up the pace and produce a little more content. There's a real cool dude I watch on his 3D channel. I think it's Yo Dad. I don't remember the name of his channel, but which is weird because 3D printed. Anyway, I'm always 3D ground affected, 3D grounded, ground effect, 3D ground affected. I'm always watching his channel. The guy is awesome. I love the way he signs off because he's like, and if you didn't enjoy anything, then just off, and it just kills me. But yeah, so I'm hoping that you don't just off, but if you could drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.